Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunday Scaries. Today we're going to be talking about the Redcap. If you're new here, my name is Gabby and I'm one half of the We're the Allisons channel. My husband is also in some of our videos, but he's not today because we are covering another Sunday Scary story. Every Sunday in October, I will be reading about a creature or something interesting and weird from the Cryptopedia, and we will deep dive into the subject by looking at other sources and some examples, and it's just a lot of fun. Last week we covered Crisis Apparition, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave it linked in the card above and you can go check that out. Let's start by reading the definition of Redcap. A Redcap is a murderous and evil sprite found in British folklore. These creatures haunt the ruins of castles and villages, waiting for hapless travelers to become their prey. After the kill, the creatures stain their hats with the blood of their victims, hence their name. If the blood dries, the creatures die, so they have to continuously kill to stay alive. While outrunning these swift creatures is impossible, they may be thwarted by quoting a passage from the Bible. Now that we know the basic definition, let's start off by talking about what these creatures are said to look like. Redcaps are usually depicted as older men with long talon-like fingernails, red eyes, and teeth that protrude from their mouth. They also have a red cap, of course, and a scythe-like weapon that they use to kill. So these type of redcaps that we're talking about are said to hang out around the border between England and Scotland, because those areas are usually the areas where a lot of bloody wars happened or tyrannical behavior happened, because people wanted to take advantage and take ownership of that part of the land. Because of the amount of bloodshed, it's said that redcaps were actually born from these kind of conflicts, with a lot of people believing that redcaps are actually a type of demon, which is why, according to the definition, they can be thwarted by passages from the Bible. Although, like in many cases of demonic possession, the effectiveness of the Bible passages will depend on the depth of conviction and personal belief of the person who is actually saying the Bible verses. So if you come across a redcap and you don't really have a depth of conviction for the words that you're quoting from the Bible, it might not actually help you. So let's start with some examples. Probably the most famous redcap is Robin Redcap, who was the familiar of Lord William de Sully of Hermitage Castle. If you don't know what a familiar is a supernatural entity or creature that helps a witch or warlock on their journey into practicing magic. It was said that Lord Sully practiced dark magic and his familiar was Robin Redcap. There is a Scottish ballad somewhere about these two, but I could not find it anywhere. But basically in the ballad it talks about how Robin Redcap was actually put inside of a chest that was enchanted that allowed William de Sully to become impervious to metal weapons. Legend says that Lord Sully was actually wrapped in lead and boiled alive in a cauldron because he couldn't be killed by metal weapons. You can still visit Hermitage Castle today, but you should probably be aware that Robin Redcap and some of his redcap friends might be running around. Now that we've covered the more sinister redcaps, it's time to tell you that not all redcaps are actually bad. There's actually a tale of a Perthshire redcap who will bestow good fortune on anyone he passes. He resides in Grantley Castle. And Dutch redcaps are far from similar to the British version that we've already talked about. So these are more actually like house elves in Harry Potter, more like Dobby. And similarly, not only do they help around the house, but they also are freed when they're given new clothes. So this was a pretty short video. That's pretty much all you need to know about redcaps. So basically, if you go exploring into abandoned castles near the border of England or Scotland, be aware of your surroundings, take a crucifix with you for good measure, and have some Bible verses on hand, because you don't know when you're going to come across a sinister redcap goblin. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy this content. I would love to continue making content like this year-round. I love all things weird and creepy. Please make sure you follow me on social media. I always put awesome things over there, so it would be great to have you guys over there as well. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!